This is the Blitzwolf ES2. Let's talk audio quality first because that's always my first preference. The soundstage is something that I started appreciating on these better than the previous earphones that I used, and that might be due to the dual 6mm drivers which push different frequencies individually, giving us the underlying details of the songs. Few songs are represented closely to how they were recorded, and that too in a earphones format. Maybe not so much that an open back headphones or even a good closed back headphones can represent, but look at how budget friendly it is and at the same time being a good bang for buck. Talking about bass, I did not know how much I missed having those low ends in my life, and finally all the music I hear have come to life. The bass just brings life to the music that I usually hear, and more importantly keeping the other frequencies intact, which is really hard to do for the price, and I should stress here that the dynamic dual drivers really help them achieve that. Sometimes hearing a few songs, the high ends tend to get suppressed by the overpowered lows, and sometimes the lows can sound muddy or boxy, and it obviously differs between songs, but the only complaint from me is that the high ends could have been a little bit better, like I said earlier, and that's not going to be a problem for the bass lovers who hear different kind of genre. But for the mids and lows, this really shines. Especially try hearing Acid Rain by Lorne. The bass drop is so good that you'll surely enjoy through these earphones. You're welcome. These get really louder than most of the earphones that I tried in these price tag, and because they only have 16 ohms impedance which can be driven easily, and an inbuilt amplifier on a phone can make the sound louder and clearer. Due to the way it's designed, there is a scope for better noise isolation, and the noise around us gets considerably low even before we start playing the music. And the best part with this kind of design is that they never fell out of my ears. Yes, there is surely some sound leak, which is considerably more when compared to other earphones I've used, but that might not be a problem in the public environment. Now the earphones are entirely made of rubber and they are soft to touch, and they claim to be tangle free too, but they mostly get tangled and they get stuck to each other due to the friction between them. Surely not so hard to untangle them, but to solve that particular issue they provided this strap, which I think a lot of other manufacturers also should practice, and I didn't carry them with me, so I think I shouldn't be complaining here. The rubber here is very durable, and I don't think they'll get cut off due to my rough usage, and we'll have to see what happens in the long run, but for now, they are good. One particular thing I want to appreciate about the details in the design department is that the dual drivers on both the earphones are partially visible to our naked eyes, which is really cool to have because transparency is becoming a trend in the technology market. The microphone quality seems to be good too, and the person on the other end doesn't have any problem hearing, and the quality is mostly the same as the mic present on the phone I have, which is really appreciable quality. This microphone picks up a decent amount of background noise, but the person on the other end might not notice it too much when you're in indoor conditions, but if you're on roads traveling, this is something to keep in mind, and the vibrations from the rubber wire doesn't really cause any discomfort to the person on the other end. The control buttons here are easily recognizable, and in this unit, one button seems to be really mushy while the other two are tactile, just so you know. Now, I always prefer having a L-shaped headphone jack, but maybe I'm just nitpicking here. I feel like they should have tried to include some kind of logo on the back of the earphones rather than putting the left and right indications, because the earphones are anyways built in a way which is easily understandable. They have also included 2 more ear tips, but I was fine with the already installed one. I would have preferred to see a few more pairs to choose from, but since the one that came with it is fine for me, I'm fine with it. The case that it comes with is a little bit big for my taste, but from protection standpoint, it's meant to be a little bigger and it delivers what it's made for. So that's what I have for now. If you want to purchase them, I'll leave a link below from which you can get it for the lowest rates possible. Thanks for watching and see you all in the next one.